Welcome to nature. With my buddy Dan over here. He's the one whose kitchen we were filming in the other day, the last video. So this whole video is going to be about, this is where I go and where Dan goes to get peace, and when you have a really stressful few weeks or a week or whatever it is, come out to the woods where there's nobody. Hear a trickling creek while you're falling asleep. It's peaceful. And there's something to be said about getting back in touch with nature. I don't know, I just always leave feeling very appreciative of what I have. And I'm going to share that with everyone today. So, tag along. We're going to be hiking. What's the name of this loop?
Mount Moosilauke.
It's Mount Moosilauke that we're hiking, is a loop. Probably be around 20 miles in 2 days, so we'll be here for the next 2 days. We camped just up here. Last night we hiked in, very short distance, found a spot, camped out. Now we're eating breakfast, drinking coffee, and we're gonna get started in just a few minutes here. So, woo! Starting this thing. We're walking down the road right now, trying to find the trailhead. So, getting on our way.
He kind of had not a girly name, but sort of girly. If you didn't know he was a dude, you might think he was a girl.
By the name?
By his name. Shit.
Oh yeah. This is why I don't like to bring the camera that much.
Yeah.
It's like kicking my ass. This hike's kicking my ass. It's another beautiful thing about hiking though, is that it makes you suffer a little bit. Definitely needed that. You get too comfortable in everyday life. He's eating a mushroom.
Is he?
Yeah.
Man, the hands are rich. The one that we gotta go to.
As you saw, we just finished got to the first peak. South Peak. having a snack break. Have them really kick my ass. I have a big bag, 30 pounds or so, plus the camera.
Plus the chair.
Hmm?
Plus the chair.
Plus the very important chair that I'll be enjoying later. So, Moosilauke next. Then we find a camping spot. And if you want to get out in nature, you don't have to do it like we do it. We've been doing it for a few years now. We built up a lot of gear. You can go in your backyard and tent out. It's just as good if you have some woods in your backyard. Just getting away, being by yourself or being with one or two other people. It's great. But if you can get on a hike, if you live in an area that has mountains, even if it's a small day hike, it's 100% worth it. It hurts. It hurts bad. But once you finally get to the peak and see how far you come, it's all worth it. Alright. Catch up with you. Where are we headed?
The Moosilauke.
Headed up to Moosilauke. It's about too windy up there.
Hope we're saying it right.
Everybody look like idiots. Alright, let's eat it.
Tell you what, man, this hat is clutch.
We just at the summit. Trying to find a spot to eat. Just left Mount Moosilauke summit. There was way too many people to film anything or do anything. But we're headed down. We're gonna try and find a camp. So I'll probably check back in once we get to camp. So peace. Alright, so we finally got our spot. Hiked for about what, 7 or 8 miles?
Yeah.
Something like that. So check it out. It's already established campsite, the high ground. Take another shot once it's all set up. Got a water source here. But it's gonna be dope. Alright, I'm gonna take this opportunity to kind of compare hiking to life, a metaphor, if you will. So I'm sure you've heard a million quotes about how you have to climb the mountain to see success. It's all about the journey, not the destination. And I think that really ranged true in hiking a lot. I mean, the best part is definitely when you get to the top and you see that beautiful view. It makes it all worth it. But I think when you're comparing anything to life, I mean, this is the best possible metaphor. You go through your ups and your downs. You see some beautiful things and you feel some terrible things. You get beat down, you get tired, you want to quit, you want to turn around, you question your decisions, what led you there, you question what you brought on that journey, if you're well equipped and prepared enough to survive and be comfortable. It's just as life. We know nothing. As kids, we we look at our parents, we look at adults, and we think they know everything about the world. They have it all figured out, and when we get to their age, we're gonna know. But the sad truth is that no one knows anything. We're all making it up as we go, and although we get better at, making those decisions and understanding the world around us, we never truly really know. So we're always questioning, we're always wondering if we've done enough, if we've done the correct, if we've taken the correct steps. That is very much true in hiking, and you have to stop and you have to enjoy the suffering, and you have to enjoy the beautiful views when you can see them. You have to enjoy the small moments where you can take a break and take a deep breath and take a nice long drink of water, of ice cold mountain water. And then when you do finally get to the top, it's incredible. You see everything you've ever wanted to see. You've reached your goal. You've reached the summit. But then you have to go back down. You have to start all over again for the next peak or the next mountain. So it really truly is a beautiful metaphor for life, and it reminds me every time to be humble. So here I go now. I'm using the GoPro, just a little bit easier than carrying around the big DSLR. We're looking for firewood right now, so I found this down piece and realized, oh, I forgot my knife, so I can't check if it's dry. So I'm bringing it back to camp. Drop it. Pick up my knife. Why did I take it off my belt? I don't know. So what I'm doing here is I'm stripping away some of the bark, and you don't want to do this on obviously live trees, but this one was on the ground, so I'm checking to see if the wood is dry enough to use for firewood, because if it is damp, wet, whatever, you can dry it out, but we're only going to be here for a night. It's not even worth it. So now I'm looking again. I see a beautiful, perfect piece of wood. It's dead. It's halfway downed, as you can see there. Check it out. Is it dry? Struggling with one hand. Yep, dry. Dope. I'm gonna just take this down nice and easy. Oh, okay. Yep. That's harder than I thought. Okay. Oh yeah? You think you're gonna resist me? I don't think so. Man-made creations will conquer. No, but seriously, I'm just heading back now. I'm going to cut that down, bring that back to camp, and then we're going to buck up all the wood. We're ruining this peaceful video for everybody.
What are you talking about, dude?
We're trying to sleep right now. And we're snapping stuff.
that fire go up that fast. My life.
All about the right stuff.
That's lit.
Literally.
These ones?
Say literally.
Yeah.
Smooth move. You definitely be aware of our
Tent.
leaves.
Yeah.
Alright, so here we're doing a little bit of Wim Hof. I'm going to do a video about that in the future. We only went for a quick splash in the water because it got pretty damn cold at this point in time. It was about 30 degrees and we sat for a while with our clothes off, so we figured that also counted as cold exposure.
Oh, God. Woo!
As much as I love nature, I also feel like I like civilization too.
Yeah.
Like, I appreciate warm showers and sushi restaurants and,
Absolutely.
you know what I mean, all that
Yeah.
so it's nice to come here, have like a tough go of it,
Yeah.
still enjoy yourself. Like, it's not like I'm not enjoying myself, but it's definitely like work,
Yeah.
and then go back and just like have it be a little bit easier.
Definitely.
It makes me appreciate it, dude. Like, I get into about going to work and making money and shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, get over it and just make the money and then get the things you want, you know what I mean?
Dude, I feel like winter camping is that especially. Like a couple days in the f***ing woods in the
Ice
winter.
cold.
Yeah. Dude, the state of coal, like of a log being in the coal stage, like that blows my mind.
Yeah, it just goes from what is there to just red
glowing.
hot. Yeah. And it holds that for a long
For a
time.
long time, yeah.
Yeah.
This coffee's still pretty good, even though it's not that hot.
Yeah.
And it's
I wish it was warmer though.
chalky.
Yeah. It's definitely chalky. Well, as you saw, we had a long, hard day. We made it harder for ourselves at the end of the day. So, I think we're going to cook up some food, chill by the fire for a little while longer. But I'm going to sign out for the night and come back tomorrow morning. Peace.
Peace.
What's up? It's the morning after. We had a fire going. Been up for about 2 hours now. Made breakfast, made coffee. Enjoyed the last day here. We have a 5-mile hike out, mostly flat ground, so it's gonna be pretty easy. Hopefully there's some nice scenic views. I'm gonna try and get as many shots as I can. Last night the camera said it was dead, but I heated it up with I put it near my body, and today it says there's a half a battery left, so we'll see how long that lasts, but I'll do my best to get some dope shots. So I think it's important to reiterate why I made this video, and I think that everybody needs to be in touch with nature to some extent, right? So me and Dan come out here for multiple days with just a backpack, and there's other people who go out for weeks, months, you know what I mean? So you can be the type to go out for an hour. You can go out for 20 minutes, go for a walk through the woods. I just think it's important to just listen to the sounds of nature, to hear a little bit of silence. In everyday life, you're hearing the constant cars, people pissed at each other. You're on Twitter, everyone's trying to dunk on each other on Twitter. It's too much going on. There's way too much going on. And when you come out to the woods, in my case, where we come out and we camp, there's only a few things that you're worried about. That's getting water, that's eating, and that's staying comfortable, staying warm. So it really helps out that there's not much to focus on. It allows you to reset and to think, to use your mind a lot. Sometimes I get anxious when I'm out here, but I think that's a good thing because it spurs a lot of thought and a lot of aha moments, light bulbs over the head. And it's a lot of fun too. You see some of the most beautiful things you've ever seen, some stuff that you would never see. You see it on TV, but it's just not the same in person. And even on this, it's just not the same. When you're sitting over a drop off a cliff that drops probably 1,000 feet, and there's just a vast opening in front of you, it's just incredible, and it puts you in awe. And like I said last night, it really helps you appreciate the little things, like going home and taking a hot shower, being able to go out to a restaurant, or waking up to an alarm clock in your warm bed, or when it's cold out, you just turn on the heat. When it's hot out, you turn on the AC. In nature, you can't do that. So it really makes you appreciate the little things that we've developed as a society over a long period of time that we take for granted. And, I started to take all that stuff for granted about a week after coming back. But that's when I head back out to the woods and do it all over again. So stick with us a little bit longer. We're going to get out of here. 5 miles. The last of our 2-day hike.